Welcome to Onslow County Today and welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. Today we are at Hines Farm Park here at this beautiful location, and it is only getting more beautiful every day. As we go inside to meet with our guests, you're going to see the beautiful new meeting room that's been completely refurbished and is ideal for special events, meetings, parties, family gatherings. Check out our park website to learn more. And then what a great day that we have here in the middle of winter time, that it is so gorgeous, a great time to come out and just see what's going on. Today, we are going to visit with some terrific guests. We're going to talk with Captain Bruce Dixon about the Community Watch program through our Onslow County Sheriff's Office. We'll also visit with Jessica Gardner, Director of Onslow County Cooperative Extension, about their winter programs, including a winter market at the farmers market and how to get ready for the springtime. And finally, we'll visit with Tory Parks from Onslow County Public Libraries about how each of the branches have some very fun and educational programs kicking off for this winter. As always, we're glad you're joining us for Onslow County Today. Happy New Year! Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and joining us now is Captain Bruce Dixon. Captain Dixon, it is always a pleasure to have you join us.
It's always exciting to be here.
You know, so much about what you do, sir, with the Onslow County Sheriff's Office is community relations, making that connection. And one of the things we wanted to talk about today to really kick things off is this resurgence and interest in the Community Watch program. And so the first thing we want you to do is explain what Community Watch is all about. What is the program?
Yes, ma'am. The Onslow County Sheriff's Office Community Watch program is a community-maintained and a community-driven approach to deterring crime. We're trying to fight back. We're trying to get our neighborhoods safe, and we need community involvement and we need help. And with the Community Watch program, we can liaison with, we can coordinate with the neighborhood directly, and we can speak directly with the folks that are most impacted by that criminal activity. And through deliberate strategies, we can delay, deter, detect, and deny that criminal activity that may be going on.
You know, it's that connection to our neighbors. And when we think about Onslow County and the growth that we have seen in subdivisions, neighborhoods, communities in those outlying areas that are not in municipalities, how important is it for you to, and the Sheriff's Office, to reach all these new areas?
And it's extremely important, and that's why our Community Watch program, that's why we're really stepping it up and trying to reinvigorate the program itself. Having those extra set of eyes, having those Ring doorbells, having that technology that exists, that is owned by the community, working for us, working together with the Sheriff's Office and working together with the Watch program, the neighbors themselves, we can definitely, as the old McGruff saying, take a bite out of that crime.
Well, you know, I think about this growth and all these new neighborhoods, and new neighborhood means lots of folks who may not be acquainted with one another. You know, when you and I grew up, we always knew everybody on the street. We knew everybody in the neighborhood because we'd all lived in that same neighborhood for 30 years or longer. But now you've got, and it's a wonderful thing to see lots of new families that maybe they don't even know who their next door neighbor is. This is also building bridges within the neighborhood, do you think?
Oh, yes, ma'am, most definitely. But again, we're taking today's technology, we're taking social media, we're involving that with the neighborhood. So Let's say, for instance, we have a neighborhood Facebook page that is designed just specifically for that neighborhood. They allow the neighbors to connect to it. And again, it gives them the opportunity to use the social media that they're now comfortable with, but it also generates that neighbor-to-neighbor communication and draws them outside to where they do face-to-face contact as well. So that technology incorporated with our Community Watch program, again, allows us to share, and it also gives the Sheriff's Office an opportunity to share through that social media website the crimes that are trending in or around, to help those neighbors prevent it from getting into their neighborhood.
To be really aware of their surroundings.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, here's, if you're establishing one, maybe you have a subdivision, maybe you have an HOA within your development. How's the best way, how are we connecting with the Sheriff's Department so that we can participate as a Community Watch neighborhood?
Yes, ma'am. For the neighborhoods and just for individuals interested in creating a neighborhood Community Watch, please reach out to the Sheriff's Office. They can contact me at any time there at the Sheriff's Office, and I will come out and help them, guide them through creating a Community Watch within their neighborhoods. And even if it's just one or two streets, that's one or two more streets that are alert and vigilant to crime.
That much safer.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Do you provide any kind of, as that guidance, what sort of training do you provide in terms of what are some shoulds and should nots, again, in the name of safety?
Yes, ma'am. Once we make liaison with a neighborhood, we come out, we provide a short class, if you will, on the best tips and strategies. And then we also provide that link, that liaison. And if we're operating through a social media website, then we'll provide monthly statistics. We'll provide anything and everything that neighborhood needs.
Very good.
We really want to tailor it specifically to the individuals, to the neighborhood, so that they feel they are getting the support they need from the Sheriff's Office. And of course, we are in return getting major support when we're in there trying to solve crimes.
Now, the other thing is, I'd love for you to talk a little bit about the success that you've seen during your career of these type of programs. Nothing necessarily specific, but how you've seen it work effectively. Oh,
yes, ma'am. Again, throughout my career, I have noticed in neighborhoods, and let's just go ahead and say beyond North Carolina, into other states, because this is a national program. Once the signage is set up within the neighborhoods, once the neighbors are connected together, the criminal element recognizes it very quickly. And they truly understand that this area, and we're going to call it a target, has been hardened. And statistically, with the sign up and then in the neighborhood in an active, vigilant thought process, crime within that area has decreased. Fantastic. So it is a proven strategy, and we at the Sheriff's Office firmly believe in it, and just love the Sheriff's Office to citizen contact that comes from it.
Fantastic. Well, again, reach out to you at the Onslow County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a neighborhood, if you have an HOA, if you, as you say, just a couple of streets where neighbors have the interest, the concern that they would like to establish a program like this within their community, reach out to you and you'll give them all the guidance and the how-tos and how to begin. And so again, as we're in the new year, this is a great way to sort of kick things off to make our community safer.
Absolutely is, ma'am. Absolutely is.
Now, we also want to do a little sneak peek because I'm going to invite you back in the springtime. But the other way in which our Onslow County Sheriff's Office creates connection with our community members is your academy that you offer every year. And give us a little bit of insight as to when we can expect that to be coming up for 2025.
Yes, ma'am. We offer 2 citizen law enforcement academies every year, and our spring academy is going to start 11 February.
All right.
We are absolutely excited to get another one off the ground, and we just thoroughly enjoy the contact that we have, the direct contact weekly that we have with the citizens that attend. Thus far, it's been 100% positive reviews on our academies, and we're trying to make it grow just as hard as we can.
Well, since we're in January and it kicks off February 11, when do we need to sign up, and how can we sign up if we'd like to enroll?
Yes, ma'am. The sign-ups or the application process will start in January, and we will post it on the Sheriff's Office Facebook page.
Okay.
And we'll probably get some more information out through our Public Information Officer. But if anybody's interested, just jump right on the Sheriff's Office Facebook page and post your interest, and we'll make sure that you get an application.
Fantastic. Well, Captain Dixon, it is always a pleasure to have you here, and always so interesting to learn how hard our Sheriff's Office works to create those connections, because it's not just you all keeping it safe, it's you all working in tandem with our community and our citizens. So we are so grateful to you, sir.
I appreciate the time, ma'am.
Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and we are welcoming back Jessica Gardner. Jessica, it is so good to see you.
Thank you for having me, Lisa. I'm so happy to be here.
It's been a while, and that's because you've been on leave a little bit last year. As we jump into 2025, you also have a new person that lives at your house.
Ooh, he's 6 months old now, and he's growing like a weed. It's the sweetest thing.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We are so excited for you. And by the way, he's pretty cute.
Thank you.
Now, you all are all about growing things, not just our families, but growing things at Onslow County Cooperative Extension. Your programs this last year, if we look in review, you've done so many awesome things. A lot of children's programming, community programming, and your market this year, you're growing by a couple of months because you're offering a winter market for the farmers market. Tell us about it.
Yes, ma'am. Not only are we growing in the amount of markets, we have more vendors, we have new faces to go and meet. We have meat vendors, we have produce vendors, we have a coffee stand that comes on Saturdays. And through the winter markets, it's just another opportunity to shop, connect with your local farmers, get that really good, fresh, high quality local food. And we're also accepting SNAP benefits now through the winter.
Fantastic. So the idea, and you know, we've had holiday markets in the past. We've had, of course, throughout the summer when it's just gangbusters over there. And the winter, when we would think, you know, it's a little more quiet. You all don't want that lull to set in. You want people to continue, as you said, to make those connections. What sort of vendors will we see this winter?
Yeah, so we've got quite a few meat vendors. So we have beef, pork, and a pasture-raised pork operation.
Okay.
And they have great products. A lot of times they'll do specials on Saturdays. So I think last week they did buy 4, get 1 free packs of meat. They have specialty cuts of meat. They have those organ meats that I know are really popular, and they have bones and tallow, that sort of thing too.
You know, as we all learn more about sort of new and new cuts of meat, and you know, we all are wannabe chefs, right?
Exactly.
And now you all are offering access to some of those real specialty products.
Exactly.
Now you've got new different meat operations. What about other types of products we might look for?
Yeah, so it's even though egg production is slowing down, we still have a few egg vendors.
Okay.
Not only chicken eggs, but they offer duck eggs and hopefully soon quail eggs.
Oh my goodness.
So more variety for people, especially bakers. They love those duck eggs. Make a
Yes.
really rich product. We have 2 really great bakeries.
Okay.
A regular bakery and then a gluten-free bakery for those
Awesome.
of us with special needs.
Right there.
So they're there most weekends, and they offer wonderful products.
Now you are all, this winter market is only on specific days, so we want to be real clear about that too.
Yes, ma'am. So January 11th is our January winter market, and February 8th is the February market. So it's once a month through the winter until we open back up every Saturday starting in April.
Fantastic. Now, you know, here we are. We've come off the holidays. We've all made resolutions about new things we're going to do. And what a great way to go to the winter market and try some new products.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, the other thing that you all have got going on is always so many wonderful children's programs through our 4-H.
Yes.
I'd love for you to just reflect a little bit on what 4-H looked like in 2024, because you all have already talked about eggs and chickens. 4-H is about some chickens this year.
Yes, ma'am. 4-H is always happening. They have tons of youth livestock programs, and it's really special because those of us that weren't blessed to grow up on a farm, we have, through the 4-H programs, you can get access to those animals. So they did the dairy project, the sheep project, the chicken project. I know I'm forgetting a few projects, but there's so many opportunities to learn hands-on activities. But if animals aren't your thing, we did tons of STEM and robotics and electronics clubs, as well as we started our cooking club, and we've got a healthy living club, and there's
Fiber arts.
Fiber arts.
Oh, yeah.
There's really something for everyone. Junior Master Gardner Club. Yes, so it was a really busy year, and we're looking forward to even more opportunities in 2025.
I can never say enough awesome things about 4-H, just because it is just you know, one of the H's is heart, and that is how I feel about 4-H. So you all do wonderful things. Now, the last thing, we're in the winter, the doldrums, the downturn, and we're already, you know, when it's winter, we're ready for spring, and when it's spring, we're ready for summer. But we can use this downtime to really prep. How can we use the resources at Cooperative Extension as we want to dream about spring?
Absolutely. So we do have a monthly What's in the Garden newsletter, and that's a great way to stay connected and say, oh, this is what I should be looking forward to. This is what I should be preparing now. These are the seeds that I should be starting. This is when I should cover my bushes if it's going to frost. We also try to send out things on social media if we do see of a winter weather alert coming, to remind everyone to save those plants, move them indoors. But yeah, winter is a great time to stay busy preparing ahead, making sure you get your soil tested and amending as necessary. We send those out every Thursday, even through the winter. So if you send your soil off, now's a great time to do that.
And all about the preparation, because when we put in the groundwork, so to speak, now, it'll pay off in the spring and summer as our gardens flourish. Jessica, we also want to remind folks how to find Cooperative Extension. We know that change is coming in the future for you all, but right now, best way to reach you all and learn more about what you're doing.
Yeah. So if you are online, Onslow County, we have two websites. So we have our county government page, and then we have our Onslow County Extension Center through NC State page.
Very
so
good.
There's two places to get information online, as well as everything goes through Facebook. It's a way to stay connected. Our phone number, 910-455-5873. And then we're located in the Government Center. We love when people stop by, smiling faces, and we help them as much as we can when they're in the door.
Fantastic. Well, Jessica Gardner, it is a pleasure to have you back. It's a pleasure to kick off the new year with you. And we are looking forward to visiting the farmers market this winter to see what goodies we can find.
Absolutely. Thanks, Lisa.
Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and joining us now is Tory Parks with the Onslow County Public Library. Tory, welcome back.
Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
2025, our library, of course, spent 2024 being so busy.
Yes.
And now we're kicked off the new year, and the first thing we want to talk about is the dragons are back.
The dragons are back, and we are so excited. So if you go to your local library, we already have our starter packs out for you and all of our tracking. So each month you can get 4 different dragons. So you'll get your little egg, you'll get your baby, you'll get your kid, and then you'll get the adult. And you actually get to choose from 4 different dragons of which family that you want. So for each dragon that you earn, that's 30 minutes of reading. And you can only get 4 dragons per month, but we don't want that to deter you from reading. You can obviously read as much as you want, but we do have our dragons coming back, and we're super excited because it's not just dragons now. We're actually dragons and friends.
Okay.
So we have some sphinx. We have all different types of like monsters and different kinds of creatures. So we're really excited to be able to showcase these.
And we maybe should explain for our folks who are not followers of our Dragons and Friends, who might be new to this,
Yes.
where this program sort of originated and how these reading dragons, these wings of fire,
Yes.
are part of the library's operations to encourage reading.
Yes, so we actually found this from a different library. I believe it was from the Dover Library, and some of our programming committee brought this idea to us about a year ago, and we were really excited about it because not only can we take their ideas, but we can also make it a little bit more inventive as well and create our own reading dragons. And I know that there are a lot of times that we have opportunities, especially in our Richlands branch with our teen programs, that they get to design their own dragons and design their own cards. So we kind of got it from them, and we've just carried it out throughout the season, and now we are officially in season 2, and we're really excited.
And the idea of really customizing.
Yes.
And really, how cool are dragons?
They are very cool, and they remind me a lot of either like Magic cards or Pokemon cards. And what's really cool is that after you collect all of these cards, you can join our tournaments, and you can actually play your cards against someone else. And during that tournament, you can actually earn a special edition Reading Dragon card that nobody else has.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, the other thing is every branch is doing something pretty spectacular as we kick off the new year. And in Richlands, you have back to school bingo.
Yes, we do have back to school bingo. So we did this before school came back, obviously, but you know, you come back to school after winter break and your supplies are getting really low, your crayons are dull, you don't really have as many pencils anymore, so you can come join our back to school bingo and you have a chance to earn those new school supplies.
New semester, new stuff.
Exactly.
Right, all motivated.
Yes.
And how fun, and also the competition of bingo.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
I mean, we love games.
Now in Sneads Ferry, what are you planning down there?
So in Sneads Ferry, we know that we are all very, very busy. And I know for myself, I love to do crafts, and I will start something, but then life happens and I just don't have time to finish it. So in Sneads Ferry, we have a new program called Making Time. So this is really to hone in on making time to finish your crafts. So this is for adults, and it'll be during the daytime. It's going to happen weekly from January to February. So you can come in and you can bring any crafts that you have started, or maybe some that you haven't started yet, but you really want to, and you just haven't been able to find the time. So you can come and join other crafters and join our programmers and just really hang out and get some of the things done that you need to get done.
You know, my friends who are crafters and specifically quilters refer to those as UFOs. UFOs, those unfinished objects.
Yes, I have a lot of those.
So,
actually.
you know, be on the lookout for the UFOs.
Yes.
But now we have a place where we can come together and say, okay, it's time to get this done.
Yes.
That is fantastic. And finally, last but not least, we're going to move over to Swansboro, and they have something from friends of ours over in Carteret County.
Yes.
They're offering something from Harker's Island.
Yes. So we are going to be doing a Harker's Island Boat Builders program. So we're going to learn all about the history of boat building, how it affects us now today, and just really the history of it and how it originated and how it has continued throughout time.
It's such a rich history in that part of that down east area, and so that'll be interesting to bring that over to Swansboro, which does have such a Carteret connection there. So that'll be a great conversation to be had. We've kicked off the year. I know that we also, many of us, got new devices or new book list that we want to start for the new year. Talk a little bit about how our libraries are such a great resource, what they can be looking for on the horizon, as we kick off this year?
Absolutely. So if you have new devices, we 100% encourage people to download our Hoopla and Libby apps. We always have, typically with Hoopla, a bonus borrows period. So you can get not just like your 5 downloads a month, but if you're in that bonus borrows period, you have quite a few more that you can download. So anytime you get a new device, whether it be on your tablet or your phone, please download those apps, put in your library card number, the last 4 of your phone number, and you can download so many essential resources, and you can listen to them, you can read them, you have children's books. I mean, honestly, the horizon is so broad.
Well, fantastic. Well, Happy New Year, happy new reading opportunities and new project finishing.
Yes.
So when you come back, tell me what you finished.
I will.
That's your assignment.
Okay.
Well, Tory, it's always fun to have you here with us, and happy 2025.
Happy 2025, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
Well, we have closed the door on 2024 and have begun a new year. We are so glad that you joined us for this edition of Onslow County Today. A very special thank you to Onslow County Park and Recreation for letting us be here at Hines Farm Park. And also we want to thank all of our guests, Captain Bruce Dixon from the Onslow County Sheriff's Office, Jessica Gardner from Onslow County Cooperative Extension, and Tory Parks with Onslow County Public Library. As we begin a new year, there's lots on the horizon. Be sure to check out our website, our social media sites, and learn all that there is to explore in your Onslow County Today.